If you taught school, walked a beat, or fought fires, and you're over 65, there could be a $6,000 check with your name on it right now. The government will not call to tell you. It won't send a letter that explains it plainly. So stay with me all the way to number 6, because that's the part almost everyone gets completely backwards. Number 1. The one-time back pay and how real it is. When the Social Security Fairness Act was signed on January 5, 2025, it did something Social Security almost never does. It reached backward. 2 old rules. The Windfall Elimination Provision and the government pension offset had spent decades shrinking or erasing the checks of people who earned a public pension. Those 2 rules are now gone, retroactive all the way to January 2024. That means every month you were shortchanged gets paid back to you in a single lump sum. The Social Security Administration started sending those payments on February 25, 2025. The average back pay check came out to $6,710. Some were smaller, many were far larger. By July of 2025, the agency had sent more than 3 million of these payments, $17 billion in total, 5 months ahead of its own schedule. Here's the mistake that costs people real money. They assume that if they were owed something, it already landed, so they never look. But that payment goes to whatever bank account Social Security has on file. Take Margaret, a retired school teacher in Ohio. She was owed $8,200, but she'd closed the checking account on file 2 years earlier. The deposit bounced, sat frozen for 7 weeks, and she only recovered it because she finally logged in and checked. If you switched banks, closed an account, or moved, that deposit can stall or bounce right back. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov or pick up the phone and confirm that the direct deposit and the mailing address on file are current. Don't let a wrong account number keep $6,000 out of your pocket. Number 2. Find out if this is even about you, because here's the trap. Not every public worker is affected, and Social Security will not sort you into the right pile automatically. The repeal only helps people who receive a pension from a job where you did not pay Social Security taxes, what's called a non-covered pension. That's the classic setup for certain teachers, police officers, and firefighters in a handful of states, plus federal workers under the old civil service retirement system. About 2.8 million Americans fit that description. Picture a firefighter in Illinois drawing a $3,000 a month pension from a department that never withheld a dime of Social Security tax. He's covered. His neighbor, a county clerk who paid Social Security on every paycheck for 30 years, is not, and won't see a penny from this. Here's what nobody tells you at the mailbox. Roughly 72% of state and local public employees paid into Social Security their whole careers. If that's you, the Windfall Elimination Provision and the government pension offset never touched your check, and this new law changes nothing for you. The costly mistake runs both ways. Some people who genuinely qualify assume they don't, shrug, and walk away from a raise they earned. So do the 2-minute test. Pull out your pension paperwork. Did that pension come from work where no Social Security tax was withheld from your paycheck? If yes, and your Social Security check was ever reduced because of that pension, you are exactly who this law was written for. If you're not sure, that's not a reason to give up. It's a reason to call. And remember, stay with me to number 6. Because the back pay everyone's celebrating has a hidden side that can quietly cost you next year if you don't plan for it now. Number 3. The raise that keeps coming. The lump sum gets the headlines, but the bigger deal for most people is the permanent monthly increase. When those 2 penalties disappeared, monthly benefits went up, for good. The average bump is about $360 more every single month. That's over $4,000 a year for the rest of your life, added on top of what you were already getting. And $360 is just the average. Depending on your work history and the size of your pension, some people are seeing increases of more than $1,000 a month. One retired police officer in Louisiana watched his monthly check climb from $1,400 to $2,600, an extra $1,200 every month, more than $14,000 a year he'd been losing without knowing it. Here's the mistake to avoid. Don't assume the monthly increase and the back pay are the same thing. They are 2 separate events. The lump sum pays you for the past. The higher monthly amount is your new normal going forward. So check your next few deposits and confirm the monthly figure actually went up. not just that a one-time payment arrived. If your monthly amount still looks like the old reduced number 3 or 4 months from now, that's your signal to call and ask why. An extra $360 a month is a car payment, a month of prescriptions, a grandchild's birthday, every month, guaranteed. Number 4. The widows and widowers. This hits hardest. If there's one group the old rules crushed, it was surviving spouses. The government pension offset didn't just trim their benefits, it frequently erased them down to zero. Picture a woman who spent 30 years as a teacher, then lost her husband. She'd be told she qualified for a survivor benefit of, say, $1,200 a month, and then watch 2/3 of her own $1,800 pension, $1,200, cancel the entire thing out. Nothing. For years, that's tens of thousands of dollars gone over a decade. That is exactly the injustice this law was built to end. And Social Security said it deliberately prioritized survivors and the largest adjustments first when it started processing, because those were the people hurt the most. Here's the mistake. A lot of these widows and widowers gave up long ago. They applied once, got told they'd receive nothing, and never went back. If that's you or your mother or your aunt, the fact that you were denied under the old rules does not mean you're denied now. The rules changed underneath that old decision. You may need to file fresh so Social Security can look at your case under the new law. Do not treat a no from 3 years ago as the final word. It very likely isn't anymore. Number 5. The people who never applied at all, and why the calendar matters. This is the group most likely to leave money on the table, because they're not even in the system. Maybe you were told years ago that the Windfall Elimination Provision or the government pension offset would leave you with nothing, so you never bothered to file for retirement or spousal benefits. Under the old math, that made sense. Under the new law, it can be a 5-figure mistake. Think of a retired teacher who never filed because she was told the offset would zero her out. Now eligible for $1,100 a month. That's more than $13,000 a year she'll keep walking past until she applies. Here's the details Social Security itself keeps repeating. If you never applied, you may need to file an application now, and the date you file can affect both when your benefits begin and how much you get. Every month you wait can be a month of benefits you never get back. So this is the one thing to actually do this week. If you never filed because of these penalties, go to ssa.gov/apply and start your application. Or call the national number 1-800-77-21213. Social Security built a dedicated team just for people who never filed before. Say you're calling about the Social Security Fairness Act, and they'll route you to that unit. And one warning. The real Social Security will never call you first demanding a fee or a gift card to release your back pay. That's a scam. The claim is free. The only thing it should cost you is the phone call. Number 6. The part almost everyone gets backwards. A big lump sum feels like pure good news. But here's the twist. That money can follow you into next year's taxes and your Medicare premium. A back payment of $6,000 or $10,000 can be partly taxable, and this is the one people miss. A one-time spike in your income can push you into a higher Medicare Part B bracket through something called IRMAA, the Income-Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. That surcharge kicks in once your income tops $106,000 as a single filer, or $212,000 married, and it's based on your income from 2 years earlier. So a $9,000 windfall you receive today could quietly raise your Medicare premium by $70 or even $400 a month down the road, and most people never see it coming until the bill lands. Now, don't panic. There's a fix, and that's exactly why this is number 6. The tax code lets you make a special election to treat a lump sum of back benefits as if it had been paid in the years it was actually owed, instead of all in 1 year, which can shrink the tax hit. And if a one-time payment bumps your IRMAA, you can appeal it by filing Form SSA 44 and reporting it as a life-changing event. The real mistake is staying silent, paying the higher premium, and assuming nothing can be done. Something can. Ask a tax preparer about the lump sum election, and if your Medicare premium jumps next year, ask about Form SSA 44. The back pay is yours. Just don't let a surprise surcharge eat a chunk of it. So here is your one action step for this week. Log in to your My Social Security account at ssa.gov, confirm your direct deposit and mailing address are current, and check whether your monthly benefit actually went up. And if you or a loved one, a retired teacher, an officer, a firefighter, a widow, never filed because of these old penalties, make the call to 1-800-772-1213. The money is already sitting there. Someone just has to claim it. If this helped you, subscribe and share it with one person over 65 who needs to hear it. The ones who find out in time are the ones who get paid.